Hello. I was asked by a few friends that why is it so important I keep talking about the snake body, crane limbs, and the snake engine. Okay, let me share my view on this topic here. And so, first of all, snake body, crane limbs. Snake body also means snake engine, okay? So let's define that way, okay? So it's like a monster, the body is snake, and the limbs, it could be the crane. So that's what I mean by snake body, crane limbs, okay? Now just let this alone first, and let's start with some other thing. And you'll get back to why the snake engine is important, according to me. Okay, so I can be wrong. This is for your reference. Okay. Okay, first, Wing Chun. In the movie, in the legends, everybody is talking about Wing Chun is a close body contact. Close body contact. It's number one. Second, Wing Chun is a female's art, so you can handle big momentum, big force, no problem. Third, Wing Chun have this short jing. Okay, so jing, as today we know, it is the change of force. Okay, so Wing Chun have this impulse change of force, capable to do that. Okay, in different parts of the body. And then it said, like if my memory serves, in one of the Grandmaster Yip Man's writing, he said that the good Wing Chun player in the past, in the ancient, the hand, the arm, the body is like a cloth, where when they do chi sao with you, you will not be able to land or press him because he absorbs you, and then he can strike back as he like. Okay. So okay, we have all this list from the close body to the short jing, deliver issue, the short pose. It's an art for the female or smaller body frame, and with the body which can handle force with ease, which can absorb the force, like the cloth or cotton, and can issue back force. So all of this thing is I call it the claim of Wing Chun. Now, years have passed, decades have passed since 1970s. You know, when I was young, in the teenager age. Don't we want to ask how is it to be able to realize all these claims? Is this claim just claims, or is this real? Okay. So, okay. So why snake engine? Snake engine, for me, only for me, in my opinion, is the solution to answer to all this claim, to see it is possible to fulfill or to realize these claims or not. Snake engine, for me, is the solution for that. Okay. Then another question will come. Why do you mean? What do you mean? That how do you mean the snake engine is a solutions for this claim? Okay. Okay. This is how I see it. The snake engine is a technology in a sophisticated way of using the 7 major joints, the 7 major joints and smaller joints, and many smaller joints of the body. So the snake engine is a sophisticated way of manualing the 7 big joints and many small joints of the body. Okay, so that's what it is, a snake engine. And the snake engine, in terms of model, we can model as every joint is a coil spring. So now suddenly the human turn into so many integrations of this coils, spring coils. It can be used as a whole, or you can separate into different different sections to use it. So okay, so big deal. It's coil, spring coil. Well, it is simple. However, first look at the claim. Closed body art. Think about it. If the whole body turned into in an intelligence coils integrations in the body, spring coil in the body, that means any part of the body will have the intelligent coil spring characteristics. That means any portion touch, it can either receive the force coming in or momentum and return it or issue it, because it is a coil spring. You can play with the change of the force. Okay, so that means because of the coil spring, it be able to, at any part of the body, it be able to the response properly. Okay. The second thing is about the short jing of Wing Chun. And sure, because it is a coil spring, then you can align it, make different alignment to generate the pulse or the force of fast or quick force change. Okay. So there you can implement the impulse force change. Okay. Now, the third one, for the weaker to handle the stronger. Sure. Again, because of these coil spring integrations and the different combinations of the coil spring add up fusion. I shouldn't say fusion, add up together in different way. Then it be able to handle a bigger force or momentum come in, instead of breaking it apart. The last one, the hand, the legend of the hand is like the cloth. It can be pushed, it can be absorbing force, incoming force, and so forth. Well, that too, look at that, it's a spring. Okay? even if I'm pin, I don't have to use this coil spring here. I can have other coil spring which is I can play with. Okay? So it is very springy, very coil spring, and I don't even have to move away or move sideways. No, at that spot there's a play of the force change there. So coil spring meaning force changing capability. A lot of them in the different arrangements or integrations or separations mean there is very agile in force change handling. So that is how I view snake engine be able to realize or explain or to implement the claims and making the claims possible. Without this type of technology, this coil spring technology, if we don't want to call it snakes engine, we call it coil spring technology, then it is very difficult to implement or to realize the claim. However, with the coil spring technology, it is possible. It is possible. Okay? So it is not just, oh, you train for 10 billion years and then suddenly, voila, some days you become good at this and then all the claims you can do. And then I say that for past so many tens of years or decades, how can you do it? Okay, I heard that today there's 4 million people practice Wing Chun, and out of 4 million people, how many people be able to realize the claim as what we talk about, the short gene, the short force of change, the impulse, the be able to handle, be able to stick, and so forth, so forth. Okay. Just take a look. Is that true that just keep training and you'll get there? For me, I don't buy it. I buy it only if there's a technology that develop the body with the technology, then one can get there. However, without it, it can't get there. Or it is really have a small, extremely small chance to get there. Okay. Now, so people will ask, the snake engine, where is the idea from? Okay, very good question. Because we need to express where this idea comes, because we want it to be legitimate instead of, oh yeah, I pull it out from the thin air, or I develop it, or something. So we know this snake engine. Presently, we know if we investigate snake crane Wing Chun lineage riding and the Yip Gam rigid riding on Xiu Lim Tao, we can identify this snake body crane limbs ideas. We know it from that. Okay, so those are the 1850 types of informations. So we know they have it. In 1850 they have this. And further with this tool riding and the sets, further we dig it in, we get to the Ermei Zhejuan system, where they are specialized in, or their uniqueness is the snake slide worm move technology, okay? Which is joint by joint, they manual their body in a really soft and elegant way. Okay? And of course, it have to deal with the 5 layers: the body, the mind, the breathing, the qi, and the momentum, change of force and strategy, those kind of things. The Ermei have their own complex system. Okay? So we know that from the writing of the Xiu Lim Tao, the snake crane lineage and the Yikam lineage has this snake body crane limbs idea or philosophy there. And we know the root of or the mother of this philosophy, this technology is linked to the okay. So in other words, that this is something not our present day's ideas, is something linked and be able to find evidence into the red boat era. Okay. Now, so that's nice. So how to get this thing engine? How to get transformed? Sure. Shooting house sets. Everybody have it. Everybody from the red boat era, Wing Chun Kuen, have it. We all do shooting house set. And so shooting house transform one's body into the snake engine. So we can look at the shooting house as like program one's body or training one's body in different scenario of using the 7 big joints and a lot of small joints in the integration way, separations way, different combinations. So Liu Xilin is doing that. Okay. Now, one thing has to be very careful. Just knowing it by the mind, oh yeah, Xilin is doing this and that, is no good enough. You need to transform your body, because this is not a gimmick. It's not something which you can get doing 6 hours of seminar. No, it is a long-term conditions of the body until the body behave in a certain way. After the shooting long-term of training or programming, so it's like a robots. Robots come with the empty ROM. Now you program it with the intelligence for each joint, how to manual each joint. Okay, so that's shooting time. And one thing I would like to say here too. Even though I keep saying that there's 3 types of Wing Chun Kuen Jing, the shooting Tao type, the Chang Q type, or the Beauty type, or the coil spring, the coil spring with the twist, and the refined coil spring with the twist type, 3 types of Jing or force change. Actually, all of them present in the shooting Tao set. And actually, without the shooting Tao set, which is open up the 7 joints or 7 bowls, we call it, and then doing different various ways of training and transformations, one will not be able to do those coil spring and twist and refine twisting, or what I call the helix, double helix, and refined double helix type of deal. So people say, oh yeah, this is a Zhengsan, straight body, this is a Pinsan, and this is a Zhaksan. For me, in my opinion, as well I understand from this shooting Tao set, it doesn't matter. You need to set with the platform. You need the 7 spring platform. 7 coil spring platform, you need to train it or to program it or to transform it. Gradually, you need to have this thing first. And then you'll be able to do this. And then you'll be able to do even more refined. Otherwise, it is not transformed. Okay? So all of this is based on the shooting Tao. And as we know, the 300 sections of the 修灵堂 and the section before that is important because the soul or the basic fundamental of Wing Chun is setting or programming or transforming in these two sections. And sure, the whole set is important because then it have different scenario, like a robot, you train it into in a different scenario of how to using the body. And but the 300 sections or these Yatan Sanfok sections is extremely important because that is like a robot. It programs the major way of how a robot is used, which is the seven spring, the 7 coil spring. And the snake section is the seven coil spring still with a torque or reeling in it. Okay. So these things are important stuff. Okay. So I hope that I share with you my perspective on why is this important with the snake engine, how to realize it, where is it from, and this is how it is from 1850 to today. This is for me, this is the soul or the core of the core. Okay. And one last thing I want to say is that the home or the quid of the snake crane Wing Chun on the what do you call it, the 300 or 1 ton 3 foot section, saying this. He said, when the fusions of crane and snake shine, the fusion on the of the crane and snake shine, meaning the capability shine, stagnated force change, dissolve away. So in other words, it's saying that when the snake body crane limbs, the fusion is developed, one dissolve away the stagnation's force change, meaning that one be able to handle force change. Okay, that section, that Yat Tan San Fok section. Okay, that is what he said. And the next section, which is the section which is in front of or before the Sampaipa section, the quid is saying this: flying snake spine turning 9 times to show the mastering of the force change. Okay. So that's what it is. It is all about force change. Because as we know, force is momentum divided by time. You have a changing momentum, meaning changing force, and force change is important. Force change is Jing. Force is Lei. Force change is Jing. Now we can identify that. And because of we need to change, we need to handle this different momentum, different force change. This is the you need to rely on this snake engine, and of course, because of spring, we can handle acceleration also. Because again, accelerations is a part of the force equation. F equal to ma. You need the accelerations. Okay. So okay. So this is all what I have in my mind. I share with you today. I can be right, I can be wrong, but I think I give you what I understand, and hope you guys proceed and maybe even find something better than me. Okay? Thank you.